Right. Hello, welcome to my final reflection vlog, which is a video log. I don't think anybody uses that term anymore. So what I'm going to start off doing is I'm going to pull up my original essential belief statement. I actually have not looked at it in forever. September 8th, 2013. So I'm going to read it, and hopefully I will disagree with something. We'll get some good reactions going. Let's see. I am more apt to assign interesting readings. Probably will not assign readings at all. I do not expect this course to be easy. In fact, I hope it's not easy. Well, I was right about that. I'm going to make this short and sweet. My biggest fear was that students wouldn't do my assignment or they wouldn't be interested. And I think now we'll be doing all the lessons and modifying it so much and making it so like autonomy for the students. I think I won't have problems with students wanting to do this because the assignments that can be so easily modified that it won't, like, if students like, oh, this is boring, and I'll be like, oh, cool, well, cool, that's awesome, great, it's boring, yeah, let's change it, what do you want, what would make it exciting for you? The other thing was not reaching students that don't learn the same way that I do, which is, verbally, because I talk a lot, obviously, and I figure with doing all these modifications for intelligences and the multiple intelligences, I really won't have a problem with that. So, I don't really have a fear of that anymore. I think I have more of a fear of not coming up with creative ideas because sometimes my brain just won't function that way. But I think the more I do lesson plans, the more I'll get used to that. So I'm going to go to the essential questions that we're supposed to be answering. Why do you plan a unit backwards? Like, since I've never made a unit before, it didn't seem backwards to me. To me, when you start with the standards, you sort of figure you know where you're going. And I like to write, and when you write a story, you generally want to know how it ends, or you should probably have an idea of where it's going to end. So planning this backwards, you see an end to your means. Like, you can make all this cool lesson and just slap on a standard later, but you don't really know why you're doing it. Like with the standards and the essential questions, at least, you know your students are going to be able to answer these questions at the end of the unit. You kind of know where you're going. You can base it around that. I think it makes it a lot easier than just planning all these activities and going, it's gotta meet standard 10.4. I don't know. The next one is why differentiate classrooms. All students do not learn the same. And with these current theories like multiple intelligences, I had never heard of it until I came into this class. And I feel now that I reference it at least once a day. And I don't know if that's a problem or not, but I don't think it is. So multiple intelligences, differentiating instruction, I just think it's very like, you want students to learn. If you're a teacher, that's what you want to do. I think differentiating instructions and assessments is just like a no-brainer. How do you know if students clearly understand the content and have achieved desired results? They'll be able to answer your essential questions, and more than that, they'll be able to like apply the content. Like, any student can ramble off. They can ramble off a math formula or some sort of scientific equation that I don't understand, or the Magna Carta, because it's awesome. But it takes a true student to be able to apply that to different situations. Tell me not only what the effects of the Magna Carta are, but what implications it might have had or does have for today. So I think understanding it, you can answer those questions, you could start a discussion, you could start teaching another kid things that you've learned because you've learned it so well. And I think that's what you'll see with students when they understand the content. So what have I learned that's changed my thinking? I've learned that I could end up doing something that could be completely awesome in one classroom and completely horribly and utterly wrong in the other. It's okay. Teaching, you can make mistakes. You can try again. You're really passionate about being a teacher. You're gonna go for it no matter what. And change the way you think. I've definitely gone from a student thinking to a teacher. Most importantly, I think, okay, this went okay, how can I improve that? Or this went really badly, how can I make it not really bad? And I've started to think more like that, not even just in teaching, but in regular assignments, going, all right, this went okay, how can I improve it? Or what can I do? And I'm starting to think that way more and more. So I really enjoyed this class. It was really, really hard, but I think I enjoyed it, and I think the lessons that I got from it was they were invaluable.